Kumamoto Atsushi. Traits and abilities. Physical combat mastery. Highly skilled in hand-to-hand combat and swordsmanship, Atsushi can outmaneuver most opponents in close-range fighting. His combat training is intense, and he's excellent at countering and tactical strikes. Powerful endurance. Known for surviving extended battles and being able to continue fighting through pain and fatigue. He can keep up with monsters far stronger than him, thanks to his high stamina. Weapon use. While capable of using other weapons, he is most dangerous when wielding a sword. His strikes are precise, designed for maximum damage with minimal waste of energy. Limited magical power resistance. He doesn't have any significant magical resistance. His defense is mostly physical. Against enemies using magic, he would be at a disadvantage unless he can close the distance quickly. Weaknesses. No ranged attacks. Atsushi excels at close combat, but if he can't close the gap, he becomes a target for ranged fighters. Vulnerable to magic. Without protection against magic, Atsushi would be vulnerable to long-distance magical attacks. Kumamoto Atsushi is a combat specialist in physical confrontations, but lacks the ability to counter magic-based threats effectively. Shigure Kokoro. Traits and abilities. Magical girl powers. Uses light magic and emotion-based spells to create barriers, healing spells, and energy blasts. Shigure's magic is amplified by her emotional bonds and the support of her team, making her stronger in the presence of others. Flight and agility. Shigure can fly and move with high speed while performing magical attacks or defending herself, making her incredibly hard to hit in combat. She can use light-based wind blasts to create distance and disorient opponents. Healing and supportive magic. Besides offensive magic, she has healing abilities, which can be used to regenerate stamina or counter damage in prolonged battles. This makes her more durable than she appears. Pre-cure finishers. As an experienced pre-cure, she can perform devastating magical girl finishers, like a light-infused attack that combines the power of hope and friendship. Weaknesses. Emotion-dependent power. Shigure's powers are tied to her emotional state and team dynamics. If she's isolated or loses morale, her abilities can be diminished. Physically less durable than a trained combatant like Atsushi. Trait comparison. Kumamoto Atsushi. Strength, very high, combat-focused. Speed, moderate. Durability, high, tank-style fighter. Magic resistance, low. Ranged combat, none. Agility, moderate. Versatility, moderate. Combat style, brutal close-range combatant. Shigure Kokoro. Strength, moderate, pre-cured durability. Speed, very high, flight, agility. Durability, high, pre-cure stamina, healing. Magic resistance, moderate, light magic. Ranged combat, high, light magic blasts. Agility, very high, flying, quick. Versatility, high, magic plus emotional buffs. Combat style, magic-based, evasive. Supportive. Fight analysis. Phase 1, Opening Engagement. Shigure Kokoro starts by keeping her distance, flying and launching light blasts at Atsushi to test his defense. Atsushi, using his excellent swordsmanship, attempts to close the gap and deflect her ranged attacks, while moving in with quick strikes to land a blow. Phase 2, Tactical Shifts. Shigure continues using her agility to stay airborne, using wind blasts to push him back or disrupt his attacks. She's hard to pin down because of her speed in flight. Atsushi gets a few hits in with his sword, landing a solid blow on her shielded form, but Shigure quickly recovers and uses healing magic to restore herself. As the fight continues, Shigure gets more empowered by her emotions, channeling a burst of magical energy to knock Atsushi off balance. Final phase, the Idol's Burst. Atsushi, though tough, struggles with Shigure's versatility. She keeps her distance with ranged magic and light-infused wind blasts, making it hard for him to land a decisive blow. Eventually, Shigure unleashes her Precure Harmony Shine, a powerful magic burst that overpowers Atsushi's defense, finally landing a critical hit. Chance of winning. Kumamoto Atsushi 40%. While he's tough and skilled in combat, he's vulnerable to Shigure's ranged magic and speed, making it hard for him to close the distance effectively. Shigure Kokoro 60%. Her light-based magic, flight, and healing abilities give her the advantage. She can outmaneuver and wear him down in a prolonged fight. Winner, Shigure Kokoro. Despite Kumamoto Atsushi's strength and physical combat skills, Shigure's speed, ranged magic, and versatility in flight and healing give her the edge. Atsushi's inability to defend against magic and his slow, grounded combat style put him at a disadvantage against the mobile magical girl.